Volkswagens break down too easily. That's what people say, that they're finicky, too complex, too expensive once they've hit 6 figures on the odometer. But here's the truth, that reputation isn't the full story. Because with the right care, your VW can go well past 200,000 miles, even 300,000, and still run strong. We've seen it happen again and again. Golfs, Passats, Tiguans, even diesels. And it's not luck. The ones that last aren't babied. They're just maintained smart. No guessing. No waiting for something to break. Just basic upkeep done on time. The real damage comes from what drivers skip. Coolant that's too old. Oil that's low. Aftermarket parts that seem close enough. Your Volkswagen isn't fragile, but it is precise. Treat it right and it'll stay solid. Push your luck and it pushes back. In this video, we're breaking down the habits that keep VWs healthy. No fluff, no myths, just real tips from real shops. Stuff you can do at home, or at least understand well enough to avoid expensive mistakes. So if you want your Volkswagen to run like new, without spending like it's new, hit that subscribe button right now. You're watching Das Auto Diaries. Let's get into it. Change the oil in the filter. Think of your engine oil as its blood. And the filter? That's the liver. One without the other? You're not doing the job right. Many VW owners make this mistake. They drain the oil, fill it back up, and leave the old, gunked-up filter in place. That's like sending clean oil through a dirty sponge. Over time, that leftover sludge circulates, clogs passages, and puts stress on critical components like camshafts, lifters, and timing chain tensioners. VW engines are particularly sensitive to oil quality and flow. The tensioners are hydraulic. They rely on fresh oil pressure to work properly. Neglect them, and the chain starts slapping. So here's what to do. Use VW 502.00 approved synthetic oil. Change it every 5,000 miles or 6 months, even if the manual says more. And never reuse the filter. Clean oil and a fresh filter are your cheapest insurance against engine failure. Top off the oil regularly. Most drivers never check their dipstick until something goes wrong. But if you own a VW, especially one with a turbo, oil consumption is just part of the game. It doesn't mean there's a leak or something's broken. It means the engine is doing what it's designed to do. But here's the danger. Even half a quart low can trigger a chain reaction of wear and overheating. Low oil pressure means the tensioner doesn't extend fast enough. The turbo spins hotter. Friction builds in the cylinders. It all adds up fast. Check your oil every 1,000 miles. Keep a bottle of the right oil in your trunk. If the level's low, top it up with the same spec you're already running. It takes 2 minutes and could save you a $3,000 repair. Running low on oil isn't a small mistake. It's a slow death for your engine. Clean the throttle body. When your VW starts hesitating off the line, revs fluctuate at idle, or fuel economy drops, there's a good chance your throttle body is choking. Over time, it gets coated in carbon and oil vapor, especially on engines with direct injection or worn PCV valves. That grime prevents the throttle plate from opening and closing smoothly. Your car can't breathe right, so it stumbles, surges, or lags. The fix? Remove the intake tube, spray the throttle body with the correct cleaner, and gently wipe the buildup. Don't press or force the plate. Do this every 30,000 miles or sooner if symptoms appear. You'll notice the difference immediately. Smoother starts, better idle, and faster throttle response. Your throttle body is the gatekeeper for performance. Keep it clean and the whole engine runs sharper. Coolant, brake, and transmission fluid. When was the last time you flushed your brake fluid or checked your transmission oil? For most VW owners, the answer is never. And that's a problem, because engine oil isn't the only fluid that keeps your car alive. Your coolant, for instance, doesn't just regulate temperature. It protects aluminum heads, radiators, and heater cores from corrosion, but only if it's the right kind. Volkswagens are picky. G12 or G13 only. Use a generic coolant and you risk internal chemical reactions that eat through the metal. Flush it every 5 years or 50,000 miles. Brake fluid is even more neglected. It absorbs water over time. That's its nature. But that water lowers the boiling point, which means your brakes can fade under hard stops or downhill braking, and that can get dangerous fast. Flush it every 3 years, not just top it off. And don't ignore your transmission. DSG units are engineering marvels, but without clean fluid, they become jerky, lazy, or even fail outright. Change that fluid and filter every 40,000 miles. Ignoring these fluids doesn't just wear your car down, it sets you up for expensive repairs you could have easily avoided. The PCV valve. It's the cheapest part with the highest repair bill if ignored. The PCV valve, short for positive crankcase ventilation, is vital for pressure control inside your engine. It channels blow-by gases back into the intake system so they can be reburned. But when the valve fails, those gases build up and start doing damage. Oil leaks, blown seals, rough idle, fuel smells in the cabin, boost leaks, all from one tiny valve. On turbocharged models, things escalate quickly. A torn diaphragm or stuck valve means pressure backs up behind the turbo, causing hesitation, smoke, and even failure of the rear main seal. A repair that can require removing the entire engine. Don't let this small part turn into a big headache. Replace your PCV valve every 60,000 miles or sooner if you notice signs like whistling, surging idle, or oil consumption. Use OEM or trusted aftermarket versions only. Cheap ones fail fast. It's easy to ignore until your engine is on a lift with a massive labor bill attached. Take care of your PCV and you take care of the entire breathing system of your car. Spark plugs and coils. Pick one brand and stick to it. Mixing spark plugs and coils is one of the most common DIY mistakes we see. It seems harmless. 1 or 2 aftermarket coils. A spark plug that should fit, but in a Volkswagen, that's a gamble. These ignition systems are designed with extremely tight tolerances. The ECU expects specific resistance, voltage, and spark behavior. Change any one variable, and the whole system starts to struggle. That's when you see misfires, hesitation, terrible fuel economy. And if it goes on too long, you'll fry the catalytic converter with unburnt fuel. That's a 4-figure repair. Here's the rule. Always use the exact spark plug model your engine calls for. No close enough, no mixing heat ranges or gaps. And if one coil dies, replace the entire set, because a weak coil drags down the rest. Use OEM or a proven brand like Bosch or NGK, matched exactly to your engine code. Ignition is one of the most sensitive systems in your VW. Treat it with precision and your car will reward you with smooth starts, responsive power, and fewer headaches down the road. Learning something new? Drop a like and tell us in the comments what's worked for your car. Clean your MAF sensor. The mass airflow MAF sensor tells your ECU exactly how much air is entering the engine. But when it gets dirty, your engine starts guessing. That leads to a rough idle, poor fuel economy, hesitation when accelerating, or even misfires. Luckily, cleaning the MAF sensor is one of the easiest and most effective DIYs you can do. No special tools needed, no reprogramming, just MAF sensor cleaner and 10 minutes of care. You'll usually find the MAF sensor mounted between the airbox and the throttle body. Remove it gently, spray the wire element with MAF-specific cleaner, never brake or carb cleaner. Let it dry completely, then reinstall. Do this once a year or more often if you use oiled air filters or drive in dusty conditions. Clean sensor, clean signal, clean performance. It's that simple. Belts and hoses crack silently. Most drivers don't think about rubber parts, but in your car, a single cracked serpentine belt or hardened hose can shut everything down instantly. Belts drive vital systems like the alternator, water pump, and power steering. If they slip or snap, you're stuck. Hoses carry coolant and vacuum. If one fails, you overheat or lose engine control. Over time, heat, oil, and vibration degrade rubber. It dries out, hardens, or develops tiny cracks. The worst part, you might not notice until your dash lights up or your engine shuts off. Every 12 months, do a quick inspection. Look for glazing, cracks, or shiny spots on belts. Squeeze hoses to check for brittleness or soft spots. Replace anything suspicious. Use quality replacements and inspect after any major fluid leaks. Rubber doesn't last forever, but 5 minutes of checking might save you from a tow truck. Warm up smart. Old habits die hard. You start the car and let it idle for 10 minutes, or you blast off the moment you pull out. Both are wrong and both hurt your engine. Modern Volkswagens warm up fastest by driving gently. Long idling wastes fuel, adds carbon buildup, and keeps oil pressure low. On the other hand, full throttle launches on a cold engine are even worse. The metal hasn't expanded, the oil hasn't circulated, and your timing chain tensioners haven't fully pressurized. That's how early wear begins. Here's what to do instead. Start the engine. Wait 30 to 60 seconds, then drive off gently. Keep revs below 3,000 until the temperature needle reaches the middle. That short warm-up period is all you need for the oil to flow and the sensors to stabilize. After that, your engine is ready to work. Cold starts are hard enough on your VW. Don't make them harder. Drive smooth and warm it right. Drive smooth. Rapid throttle inputs and aggressive braking aren't just hard on your passengers, they're punishing your car too. In a Volkswagen, smoothness is more than a luxury, it's a defense strategy. Every harsh launch or abrupt stop puts strain on your turbo, your dual-mass flywheel, your engine mounts, and even your suspension bushings. Over time, that stress wears things down faster than most people realize. Especially in turbocharged models, consistent boost pressure and gradual acceleration protect the turbo from spiking and surging, which can blow seals or crack housings. The transmission also benefits: less shock, less slip, less internal wear. Here's the habit to build: drive progressively, roll into the throttle, let off smoothly, brake early and steadily. Downshift cleanly if you're in a manual and avoid the ping-pong effect of stop-go pedal inputs. Your car will feel tighter, your engine will stay happier, and you'll extend the life of dozens of expensive components without even opening the hood. Lighten your load. Every kilogram counts, not just for performance, but for mechanical longevity too. It's easy to forget how much extra weight we carry around. Tools, water bottles, boxes of gear, emergency kits that have turned into mobile garages. But all that weight puts a constant strain on your suspension, your brakes, and your fuel system. It affects how your car handles, how it wears tires, and even how it cools itself. VW platforms are carefully balanced. Even a little extra in the boot can alter weight distribution and suspension geometry. Over time, that sag shows up in worn springs, tire dampers, and uneven tire wear. More weight also means more heat, more work for the cooling system, especially in summer or traffic. So here's your fix. Once a month, clean house. Only carry what you truly need. Keep your tool roll and essentials, but ditch the just-in-case junk. You'll feel the difference in responsiveness, braking, and mileage. Your car wasn't built to be a mobile storage unit. Treat it like a machine, not a moving closet. Listen for trouble. Your engine doesn't lie, it whispers before it screams. Those small noises, vibrations, and hesitations are clues. The kind most people overlook until it's too late. A faint ticking at idle? Could be a worn chain guide or low oil pressure. A whooshing sound under boost? That's likely a cracked hose or PCV valve failing. Vibration through the pedals? Might be a mount going soft or misfire starting to form. And the real danger? These issues don't always trigger a warning light. That's why smart VW owners drive with awareness. Make a habit of listening with the radio off once a week. Feel the response. Watch for anything new: a change in idle, a shift in fuel economy, a sudden exhaust smell. These are the signs. Catching a coil going bad or a vacuum leak early can save your catalytic converter. Hearing a chain slap on cold start can save your entire engine. Don't wait for the dashboard to beg for help. Your VW speaks early. Learn its voice and act when it whispers, not when it shouts. We've covered a lot, and if you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most VW owners. This is the part where it all comes together. Because your Volkswagen isn't fragile, it's just precise. And like any precise machine, it demands the right kind of care. Give it that, and it'll give you back years of solid, dependable driving. If this video helped you see your car differently, hit that like button, subscribe to Das Auto Diaries, and drop your own tips in the comments. We're building a space where everyday drivers become expert owners, one habit at a time. Because here, we don't just explain repairs. We tell the stories your engine wants you to hear.